Hey folks, and welcome back to Pattaya. Today we're on Soy Welcome Town. Imagine that, back on Soy Welcome Town. We were just up here at a new restaurant down the block here, I don't know, a week or so ago. We're back here this time at Zenergize. It's behind me. It's a little bit of a story behind this. Vee is in there right now getting what's called flotation therapy. We'll go into that and I'll show you what it is. It's pretty cool. But I'll tell you, bring you up to speed first. It's been 5 full days since she had the chemo. And the way that worked, the first day she was okay, and then she kind of went downhill the second day, and I think hit a bottom on the third day. And then the fourth and fifth day, yesterday and today, she's been kind of climbing out of that hole. She's doing a little bit better, but the chemo, it kind of had a delayed reaction the way it hit her, I guess is the best way to, the symptoms anyway, and all the different side effects that you get. It took a minute to hit her. First day, it wasn't really there. The last 2 days, incidentally, she's kind of decided to set up camp in the backyard. She's been in the backyard. We fashioned a little bed. We bought some stuff, made like a little bed for her in the backyard, and she's been out there in the garden. She likes it out there better, and it is cooler. It's winter time here. Wake up in the morning, it's actually colder outside than it would be in the bedroom with the air running all night. But by midday, it gets hot. But anyway, she seems to like it out there, and she takes her meals out there. It's like a whole picnic for her. I don't know, whatever makes her happy and comfortable, and hopefully this will make her comfortable. I'll talk about that in a minute, this flotation therapy. I gotta tell you, we've had a lot of people come by. She's had a lot of visitors. Her daughter and her daughter's whole family were over the other day. That was probably the worst day after the chemo. We've had some friends come by. We've had other friends that just came by and wanted to drop off a gift. She's gotten several gifts. I'll show you these as we talk. Everything from a little plastic turtle to a little Buddha image and a glass thing one of our subscribers brought by. He was at the temple, I guess, up on the hill in Pattaya, and bought that and gave it to her. She really liked that. We've had people send money to her bank account. She's had a lot of outreach. Our landlord was over today. She brought by a box of bird's nest. I don't know what it is. It's kind of like honey, something like that. The gentleman here, his name's John, by the way, at Zenergize. He emailed me or messaged me and said he would be willing to give us a free session here at Zenergize with flotation therapy. I had never heard of that, and I thought, well, I don't know what it is. But the first thing I read when I started looking at the literature, some of the links he provided, was for pain management and for people in pain. And I said, well, gee, that sounds like Vee. She has a pain on her right side. It's hard for her to lay on her back. She can lay on her back for a short amount of time. Then she'll always revert to laying on her left side, so her right side's kind of elevated in the fetal position. And that's the most comfortable position for her. So it kind of sucks being in one position all the time. I thought this is something where she can be on her back floating for an hour in like this some kind of salt water, and that might really feel good for her. So I said, sure, we'll come by. I'll take you up on that. I'll get in to try it while I'm here. I'm very curious to see what she's going to think about it. So we'll also get her impressions. So we'll go in, we'll do the deed here. We'll climb in. It's like a great big, I don't know, like a big bathtub type thing with a lid on it and lights. You'll see. I'm going to get in there. Vee is already in one, and we're going to see, go through the experience of this whole thing. It's a little bit to know, and then we'll see how it was and the impressions and if it helped with her pain. We'll try it out. All right, so Vee's still back there. It's an hour-long session. I probably only stayed in about a half hour. I just was worried about her the whole time, and I wanted to get done and have some time to shoot some video here before she got out. Anyway, she's still back there, so I don't have her impressions yet, but I'll give you mine. There's certain things you have to know. You have to wear earplugs. You need to take a shower before you get in, and of course after. It's like a salt and mineral type deposits in the water that could collect on your skin. So I'll tell you this, while you're in there, your skin feels silky smooth. If you touch even between your fingertips or touch another part of your skin, it feels baby soft. So you get in, it's a clamshell type lid. You close that on your way in and you just float straight away. Even if you try to force yourself down to the bottom, as soon as you relax, you pop right back up to the top. Your hands, your feet, whatever. You're just floating on the top. And there's lighting in there you can turn off. There is music in there that you faintly hear because your ears are kind of underwater with earplugs in. But you can turn that off as well as you want. So you can make it totally dark, totally quiet, and just take a nap in there. And the owner here, John, tells me a lot of people do actually sleep in there. So I'm not a big sleeper unless I'm in my bed at night. I find I've never been able to sleep on a plane. I'm that kind of guy. So I didn't have any grandiose plans of getting a power nap in there. But I could see 100% how you would. I might have drifted off briefly because it didn't feel like I was in there a half hour. It felt like I was in there about 15 minutes. The water in there is warm. It's like your body temperature. When I got in, I felt like it was warm water. If you take a real hot shower before you get in there, the water feels cold though. That's what I hear. So you climb out after your time in there, which is supposed to be an hour. And Vee's taking the whole hour, so that's why she's still back there. And then you shower off, and they've got towels for you and everything. You can bring your bathing suit, or you can just go in the buff as well, and then put your clothes back on. Up to you on that. It's a private room. I'll show you. They even have sound deadening material on the door. You open the door, and then there's a curtain even by the door. It's all very private. It's very quiet in there. It's very zen. So I think I've heard people coming here, and some people come here to practice Muay Thai. Some people come for the Thai massages. But people have told me they feel like they just did a couple rounds in a boxing ring after a Thai massage. I could see going back there and just chilling out and having one of these flotation therapies after that. I think that would be a good 1-2 punch there. Get your Thai massage for a couple hours, then your flotation therapy. While we're waiting for Vee to come out, we'll get her impressions. I'm very curious to see if it helped with her pain and what she's going to say. But let's find out some of the particulars. There's a Facebook page here, and you need the book. You need the book ahead. So I'll leave that in the description. I've got John sitting here. So John, how much is a session normally? It's an hour-long session.
Well, you can either do an hour or 90 minutes. At the moment, we got a promotion going, which is $1,500 for the hour, okay. $1,900 for the 90 minutes. If you book 24 hours in advance, you get a 10% discount on that price. And we also have some multi-float packages available. So if you were to book an 8-float package, okay. An 8-float 1-hour package.
Oh wow.
Or 8 1-hour floats, you'd get that for $1,200 per float.
Okay, wow. I guess I think that means Vee is on her way out, maybe. We'll see.
Time is yes.
So if you said 24 hours in advance, they get 10%.
Correct. If we can get
that's only a day ahead of time.
Yes, correct. We need at least 2 hours notice. Just to prepare the room. That's a minimum. If you can let us know the day before.
So this is something you could do spur of the moment. You as long as you had 2 hours notice, but it's better if you do the day ahead of time and get a 10% discount.
And it just makes life a bit easier for us. And
there you go.
You can call me anytime on 089-699-1967.
Now the other thing is there is plenty of parking around here on this silly welcome town. I parked just right outside the door here with my car. Of course, motorbike parking. Everywhere's got motorbike parking, but not everywhere has car parking. But you're only a block or two from Sukhumvit Road on Pattaya Klang in this little Soi welcome town here. And he's kind of toward the back of Soi welcome town. You got to come down a good ways, about a block or so, and then he's on the right. But I'll leave a map link as well so you see where that is. But it's right down from the restaurant we were just at last week. It's funny, I've not been on this Soi for years doing this kind of stuff, and now here I am 2 different places in one inside of a fortnight, as you would say. So anyway, we will come back and we'll get Vee's impression and we'll see how it was for her. I think she will enjoy it because just that laying on your back with no sensation of any weight bearing on any of your joints or on your back, on anything, I think that will be a big plus for her, but we'll find out. Okay, man? Okay, man?
Okay.
ดีไหม
ดีมาก
เจ็บไหมไม่เจ็บนะ
เจ็บ
Oh. So Vee's done.
Yeah.
She looks very refreshed. She says she slept in there. And I asked her if the pain went away, and she said it did. So my instinct was right on this. I think for that hour on her back, I don't think she's had an hour, been able to lay on her back for an hour in weeks. So she liked it. She liked it, and it helped her. She wants to come back. I told John, the guy we were just talking to, I said we might be back as customers here. if it takes some pain away and relieves that, then why not? It's just a temporary reprieve. But she also may be able to sleep better. He's told me there was a guy who had a problem with insomnia, only could sleep 2 or 3 hours a night. Came here for a session, and that night he slept 11 hours. Told another story about a gentleman with Parkinson's who was shaking. Came out here to drink his tea after the session with no shakes. So there's something to this flotation. There's a lot to it. I suggest you do your own research. There's plenty of things online. I didn't know anything about it before yesterday, and I looked into it, and I learned enough very quick to say, you know what, this might help her. So that's why we're here. So there you go. I'm really glad I took John up on his offer and brought Vee out here. It left quite an impression on her. Actually, quite an impression on the both of us. And I'll tell you this, she did definitely sleep better last night, the night of this therapy, as did I. And I was only in the tank 35 minutes. So I think there is definitely something to this. So much so, we're already making plans to return next week. If this is going to be something that helps and eases some pain, then I'm all for it. In fact, I let John know that, and he's given us actually a special rate to get Vee through this. So that's a big help as well. As Vee enjoys a bird nest potion here. Not sure what this stuff is, but I don't know. There might be something to this as well. But anyway, we'll look at something else next time. Hope you enjoyed the episode. But for this one, gotta leave it off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.